Okay, so a brief video to review the laws of exponents. Now, the laws of exponents come from three ideas. Number one, the exponent tells us how many times to use the number, letter, etc. in a multiplication. Number two, a negative exponent means divide. Or more commonly, you'll see it probably introduced as the reciprocal. And number three, a fractional exponent with a numerator of 1, for example, x to the 1 over n, means to take the nth root. So this would look like the nth root of x. So x to the 1/2 is the square root. X to the 1/3 is the cube root, etc. All right, so I got a list here of the laws and an example that go with each of them. We'll do a quick rundown of this and then we'll be done. Anything to the first power is itself. So 6 to the first power is 6. Anything to the 0 power is going to be 1. So in this case, I took 3y squared and I raised it all to the 0 power. Well, anything to the 0 power is 1. A negative exponent means reciprocal. So x to the -1 is equal to 1 over x, or 1 over x to the first if you'd like. For example, 4 to the -1 is 1 over 4, the reciprocal of 4 to the first power. Okay. Same base, we add the exponents. So x to the m times x to the n, we have x to the m plus n. X squared times x to the third is equal to x to the 2 plus 3. We're multiplying the same base, so we add the exponents, which equals x to the 5th. Division, as you might imagine, is going to be subtraction. So x to the m divided by x to the n is equal to x to the m minus n. X to the 6th divided by x squared, same base, so we have x to the 6 minus 2, which is x to the 4th. Okay, powers, x to the m, all of that to the n is the same as x to the m times n. So x squared, all of that raised to the 4th, is equal to x to the 2 times 4, which equals x to the 8th. Okay, the product, x times y, raised to a power, like m, you can separate, you can come up, it's the same as x to the m times y to the m. So xy, the product xy to the 3rd power, is x to the 3rd times y to the 3rd. Okay, I made a mistake here. Let me erase that quickly. Okay. The quotient, x divided by y, the quotient raised to a power is equal to the power of the numerator and denominator separately. So x to the n divided by y to the n. So x divided by y, all of that raised to the 2nd power, is the same as x squared divided by y squared. And finally, x to a negative n, as we mentioned earlier, is the reciprocal. It's 1 over x to the n. Okay, so x to the -3rd is the reciprocal, 1 over x to the 3rd. And one more note on fractional exponents. If you have a fraction that doesn't have a 1 in the numerator, the denominator is always the root. The numerator is the power. So x to the m over n, where we have a fractional exponent, can be written in 2 different ways. The nth root of x to the m, or the nth root of x, all of that raised to the m power. You can choose which way you'd like to write that. So here is x to the 2/3. Again, the 2 is the power, the 3 is the root. You can You can say it's the cube root of x squared, or you can say it's the cube root of x, all of that squared. So there you have the laws of exponents, which we're going to be working with quite a bit in some upcoming video lectures.